Assalamualaikum.
Sure, it's not
Alright.
here, so I have to adjust everyone's name. God damn it.
Can you remove the Mortis from my name? I'm Brett calling my last name. I have no last name.
Okay.
Just edgy for the sake of being edgy.
Oh, that's pretty edgy. Pretty edgy.
I forgot how to change.
Shit.
I don't know how to
Just
change.
for them.
Okay.
Oh God, what? Oh, does that mean?
Rhythm.
Okay, cool. Let me just bring Groovy into the mix. Groovy.
My grandmother calls my hair groovy.
In like English?
Because she pronounces it as groovy.
I'm gonna let you.
Rambut Feroz macam groovy.
I'm gonna let you freaking add Groovy in first before I adjust. Wanna summon Curse?
What?
Wanna summon Curse?
What?
You wanna summon him? Or no?
No, there's no summoning thing. I just have to like play a thing.
Ambience, my lord. Ambience players.
Beyond.
Ambience.
Start with a bit of a fun one. Moment. Load by. Okay, cool. There we are. Alright. So, last we left off was. Last week? That was last week. Play?
Ooh,
Play.
loud.
Oh, it's just not lightning. That's cool. Alright. Last we left off. Party had separated after spending a night caretaker of Radrod. Ingrad had decided he wished to head home, and at home he decided he would spend a significant amount of time changing his, or well, sort of morphing his fighting style into something more preferable for. During his change, the rest of the party, which was at the time Qian and Malkius, you decided that you would head down to the Jade Palace, having heard of it enough to enticed to see what it was about.
We were not disappointed.
You were not disappointed at all. You met a beautiful dragonborn named Mia, who mentioned being the sister of
Sicily.
Of Sicily, correct? Thank you. So, a few happenings after the Kira had also sneakily stole some wealth from the people there. You all took your leave, and as night fell, you hastily made your way back home. When you were roughly about 200 to 300 feet away, you could in the distance see the building that marked safety for your travels in the night. You were met with these luminous creatures that spoke to you and called your name in the middle of the night. You were faced with three spectral forms as they raised in front of you and they attacked you. One of them fatally grabbing onto Kira's face and sucking most of the life out of her. She's now left with how many hit points? 5. Maximum 5 hit points.
5 out of 5.
Mhm.
Correct. Your rotor first.
Sorry.
Yours. Right. So. Sorry, my bad. As you guys cleared creatures and began investigating through. Okay, sure. That was a previous.
It was the Spectre.
That was one. Okay. Yes. One moment. Last we left off, you began running away as
We
the
were fleeing.
battle. Yeah, as the battle of the. For the fun of it, let's get this track back in. I like this track. We played it way too much. We're gonna play it again. Fuck it.
What?
It was janky. There we go. As you guys begin moving and running away from the Howlers, having heard the commotions of the battle that you guys had made during the spectral fight, instead of choosing to stand and fight, you choose to run, knowing that you are outnumbered. That's where we leave off. You guys are running for your lives now, and at this point you realize that if you were to stop, it would probably mean your death. Now, moving on to the next part of the map.
Yes, the next part of the map. More map.
Map that you might remember. We can just quickly clear it back in. Save for the fact that this map is a lot less beautiful than the map that you currently are in. But it's okay, it's a map all the same.
I see.
Okay.
With the cat. Yeah, the cat was there for putting you guys back in. One, where are you? Here you are. Okay, the two of you from roughly about here. You have to get to here.
What's the green bar again?
It is. I would consider it as rough. A bunch of bushes that line up the middle of the road.
Okay.
The white spaces are the road, of course.
Do we know what the initiative order was?
You had not rolled initiative order yet. Speaking of that, go ahead and roll initiative, shall we?
Okay.
I haven't taken out my dice yet.
Oh, okay.
16.
Okay, so 16 for. What's your face, Kira? Feroz? Four guys? Or you?
15.
15. Okay, so we have an order here. So first will be Kira. After Kira will be Malkius, and Malkius will be the Howler. That was 16, 15, 14. That was very nice. So,
Where are we supposed
you
to
guys.
go?
What's that?
Where are we supposed to go? The red.
Platform is where the fire escape is.
Okay.
Now you guys peek over, starting off top of the round with Kira. It's your turn.
I'm gonna dash. Wait, can I move my character?
The character said yes. Controlled by. Yes. Yep, this one controlled by. Kira.
I am back and I just saw cats. Nice.
Jacob, don't go shh. That was loud as fuck.
Sorry. Oh god. No, sorry.
No.
What's happening?
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Whoa, before you move.
Oh, I moved already.
I realize. Yeah, this is rough terrain. So if you get on
then-
this, immediately whatever you have left, your speed moves to half. So it will take half speed to get across. You are essentially climbing over a gate, moving through a bush, and climbing over another gate. Or a fence, rather.
So how? So
You
did
need half of your movement speed to get from here to here. So you can move here first. Move to the green line first. Using dash, right?
20.
Cool. I need half of your movement speed to get across.
Wait, can I shout? Kira, wait! I'm gonna cast a spell.
What?
Make you invisible.
Oh, thanks.
But that'll
You
have,
cast it.
that'll have to be my turn, right?
Yeah, that'll be your turn.
Yeah.
Anthony, what do you do? Tell me your turn.
If you dash too far, I
I'll
can't catch up
stop
with you.
here. I'll stop here.
Have your action. Still have your bonus. What would you like?
I don't think she has anything.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I put.
Wonder this is a Divinity song. No wonder.
I know.
I was like, wait.
Good, isn't it?
And then I.
Let's shoot everything down for quick. Wait up. Yeah, you were saying? Feroz, keep going.
And then I kind of like I put my hand on the shoulder and she's invisible now.
Okay.
The concentration spell for 1 hour.
Very well. Excuse me.
Wait, you've accessed it already. What spell is it?
Invisibility.
Damn.
Alright. Shift you here, shift you here. So, okay. As you reach up to her, you touch her, you cuss. And she evaporates away. Still there, and you can barely just see her form shifting in the night, but she is invisible for everything around her. That will be your turn. Still have a bit of movement left.
I moved
Half of your movement speed to get
10,
over.
15, 20. I have 10 feet left. I can't go over, can I?
10 feet. I could say you get inside.
Inside, yeah.
And you have to use the next like quarter of movement speed to get out. And then,
Okay.
Okay.
Done.
that concludes your turn. It will now be the Howler's turn. Now, let me just quick skinny of how many there were real quick. Now. Map. Oh wow, there are maps in this RO thing from like campaign 1. Well. Alright, anyways. As you reach over, you look back for just a quick second, Kira and Malkius. Now, Kira, you are invisible to these creatures, and they are blind to begin with.
Right.
But as you turn back, you see large amount, heaps of powers coming. You can see 8 coming up directly, but further back you see dozen. For some reason, there's a lot more than you've anticipated from Good North to have, and this doesn't really make sense. Sounds weird. It almost feels like every howler in Good North has come to this point. It does not make sense at all. However, you are still on that. So let's put some howlers on show. Now they're all gonna use the movement and dash to get up to you.
Oh no.
One reaches up to here. Well, okay, cool. This one will get up to here. 3 back, so it's gonna get up to here. This one will get up here. Here. Closest here. Lastly, I'll put this guy right. Put him right here. Okay, cool. That's gonna be the Howl's turn now. You are invisible. You are beyond the.
Two specters and beasts, basically.
It's not your turn. But let's.
I sorry, I just whispered to Kira behind me. Just be quiet.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sneak and move.
Go stealth check. Where are you moving? Across the terrain, sir?
Yeah,
Okay.
across.
Go stealth check for me. I would say I have advantage because you're invisible.
But does it matter against the howlers?
Well, I mean, automatic stealth check for invisible.
Alright.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. Stealth check. Okay. As you you sort of disappear, you notice that they're smelling, but they smell you, but they can't directly see where you are. So one of them, specifically this one right here, closest to you, it stops for a second. Its head like perked up, walks to the side. You watch the ear, small like circle of an ear in its head. It begins to just like warp and grow larger like that.
What? Sorry,
roughly.
what?
You hear me clearly? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, can.
Okay.
What thing keeps warping?
This one right here, it cocks its head to the side. And you watch its small ear, circular ear in its head right there. There's no like ear, but there's just a hole. And it turns its ear towards you. You watch as this ear just begins to warp, grow big inside of its head. You can see into its head through its ear, directly into its eardrum. It's listening out for you.
You mean like the creatures from A Quiet Place? That one scene where it opens up and goes.
Does it do that?
Because they were also blind and dependent on hearing.
Can I move?
Yeah, that'd be a good callback. If you will. You continue to, and as you get across, you think you don't make enough of a sound for anyone to hear around you. But specifically, this howler picks up on something that you step on that even you don't notice at first. It has a rough idea where you are. The others don't seem to notice you as you cross over, and others to realize what this seems to realize.
Can I dash?
You get across, you can finish the rest of your half movement, and then you can dash as well, yeah.
So I can dash 60 feet.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
What's your base movement, out of curiosity?
30, right?
If your base movement is 30, it takes you half movement to get across the terrain. You can move 60 feet.
15?
Yes, so you have
You
15.
I asked so I can dash, right? You say yeah.
Yeah, dash is your movement speed, not times 2.
Like, if you're in difficult terrain, this costs 10 feet. This costs 10 feet to move.
So if I dash, then I move across is already... The remaining I have is 50 feet, right?
Yeah, 50 feet.
Okay.
Wait, how are you calculating dash? Dash gives you 60 feet or your movement speed, right? Your movement speed. Your movement speed is 30, right? 30.
Yeah.
It takes you half of your movement to get across the terrain, which means you have 15 plus your action.
No, if you cross it takes double. So it takes double the time.
It takes double the amount of squares it takes.
Yeah, so
I
instead of
assume
5,
that
right,
it
it's
was
10.
just your home rule.
It says, oh, okay, well,
Yeah,
5 and 15. It gets 15 across. Sometimes to be 30. Is that? From here to here. The green, by the way, is not the section.
Okay.
Green is the fence. Sorry.
Can you just say how much movement does it take for me to cross?
Well, if you're going by what Iqbal was saying, in theory, it would take you 20.
Yeah,
Green
so
is the
from
fence.
here it's
You jump. You
10,
cross the
15.
fence.
Correct. Feroz is correct, yes.
There you go. It takes you
So
15.
from here to
Yeah.
there, 15.
Yes. And then
15.
afterwards,
So can I, from at this point, can I dash?
at this point, you can move the rest of your feet, your distance of your speed, which is 15 feet. and then you can dash to give you an extra 30 feet.
Yes.
They can use their bonus action to disengage. Does that work for dash as well?
She can use a
You
bonus
know.
action to dash.
Well, there you go.
But I'm not sure she can use action and bonus action to dash for both times or not. That I'm not sure.
She has cunning feat. She should be able to cunning action.
So she can use dash double twice.
As
Yeah.
a bonus
Yeah.
action.
God damn. Alright,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Bye bye.
So was that my action?
That's your action dash. Now you're using a bonus action dash.
Okay, I'm gonna
Bye
dash
bye.
and climb out.
Okay.
Where's your screwed, man?
Immediately you are safe. Up in the fire escape, sorry. As you're climbing up, you look back down and you see Malkius, not knowing where you are, surrounded by the howlers. Malkius, that'll now be your turn. What will you do?
And then I will also dash.
You get to the fire escape. How much movement will that leave you at?
There'll be coming out was. If entering was 10, is coming out also still 10?
Yes.
Alright.
If you have 10 left, then that's how much you move up. 10 feet up.
Then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then to climb out, I imagine one more 5 feet up. That's just enough to make it.
So how much feet?
Because it's an elevated
you have-
platform, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's all my movement.
How high are you up?
I've made it only on the first level.
Okay. So you just reached there. You just got onto the thing. Is it?
I just reached it. Yeah.
Very well. With that being said, it will now be the Howler's turn. Really, they begin to bank it.
I like the way they all line up.
Yeah. You guys managed to reach on. As you are heading up, Nikki, you are God. Kira, you are safe.
Nikki.
As for Malkius, go ahead and make a dexterity saving.
Saving.
Yes, saving throw.
16.
10 will fail. They didn't move up. One of them will get an opportunity attack on you
Very well.
and fail miserably. To the second one. The rolls in that one also fails miserably. Both of them make the swipe at you, at your feet, as you're scrambling up. You just barely begin to move out of the way.
Ah!
Back up.
Like
That.
I weakly kick it away.
You guys climb up to just this safe amount of distance so that you are away from the howler. They immediately begin to just like track you, just watching you as if like a tiger outside of the cage, watching its prey. All of them begin to just now listen for the sounds, the vibrations in the ladders of the fire escape as you head up. The ladder comes out to a small stairwell that brings you back up comfortably.
Yeah, just go up as fast as I can.
I safely
At this
make
point, I still don't know where Kira is.
Yeah.
One moment. We're in the wrong channel. Rhythm is my boobies. Okay, as you guys safely make it to the top.
Bless you.
Yeah, bless you. You alright?
No. I'm dying.
Oh no, you explode.
What explode?
The nose
Just the
explode.
The howler explode.
The nose explode.
Oh. Okay, it's not the kamikaze howler.
No, it's not. It's not. Don't worry.
What are you setting up?
You guys reach the top. Downfall begins to set in. You guys are comfortable
Again?
already.
Wow, we've been getting a lot of rain in the past few days.
Yes. It is, well, I mean, usually
Extremely rare in these parts.
Usually winter season, say on these times, have the tendency to rain quite a lot. And once spring comes in, it's when the sunny days comes in. So, as you guys safely make it to the top, you approach your lair, if you will. Entering through the corridor, you step in, you see the visible disgust on the floor of the not clean vomit from the few days before.
Toxic prestidigitation it away.
Away, like away, or like
Just out the window
oh, gross. You
into the rain.
use your spell to pick up just dried lumps of rat rot and Ingrad's vomit from like 3 days before.
Both of them vomited.
Yeah, one of them vomited. It was a mess.
Jesus.
But an hour passes. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna sleep on the floor once I reach the place.
Kira, are you here?
Here you go.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yes, the two of you.
Right.
Sometime your invisibility just back.
I invisible. I visible you.
I'm
Invisible. All right.
I cast visible.
Visible. You guys closing for the night. Having a small meal. Jesus, that was a huge amount of lightning. Alright. And
Long rest.
yes, you do indeed get your long rest. Which would mean, Kira, you do gain back your maximum hit point.
What's my max? Oh,
Right.
23?
The night is filled with a lot of horrible sound. This night, even from within your compound, you can hear the call of howlers very loud. Almost like surrounding the building. Just the wails of the howlers just go on for hours and hours and hours through the night. But you somehow manage to get just enough sleep to fix it into a long rest. You wake up feeling much better, much healed, and no longer hurts. Guys, wake up. Day. Clean yourselves. You pick up some small amounts of food. Or you re-put on your armor and whatnot. The sun is now beginning to rise. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna check on Malkius.
Okay.
Where is he?
Listen,
I'm in my dungeon bed. That's where I sleep.
Ah,
you head up to the dungeon. Familiar. Disturbing ambience fills you as you enter. You know what you would do. So if you finally got a client here, as you enter, you walk up to him. He's waking on his bed. What would you do?
oh,
You see the sleeping Malkius. Walk up to him.
I was just gonna say at the door. I was just gonna say good morning.
Ah,
Uh,
who goes there?
me. Yeah.
Who you? Oh,
What?
oh, it's you.
Malkius, you stirring in your sleep.
I received any contact from my patron at all in the past few days.
Right.
My dreams
As
or
you, not your
my
dream,
sleep,
but
any
as
signs.
you stir in your sleep. Make a perception check, Kira.
Make a perception.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh no. 7.
You notice as he's stirring in his sleep, he's sort of like waving his hand at you. You notice in his hand, which I believe you said was the left hand.
Yep.
From where the black circle is, black ring surrounding us, you also see a triangle. That-
There's no triangle
Triangle.
like on top of the circle,
Yes.
like the Deathly Hallows.
I don't know if I've ever watched those movies of Harry Potter.
What
But you
in
do-
the fuck?
On his palm.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
You do see a black triangle amidst the circle.
A black triangle.
So just waving his hand at you.
After I see that, I'm gonna say, wait, what's that? And then I point
Sorry, my
to.
mother just came into my room
Oh.
Yeah.
and she told me she wasted 40 minutes of her life listening to the podcast just for the last minute where I'm like shouted out.
You didn't tell her.
She came in like carrying a dead man's briefcase. Yeah, sorry. What?
I'm gonna say, wait. Then I'm gonna point to your hand that you were waving around.
I look at my hand. Do I see it?
You too. Almost like at first it almost looks like
There's a
Amazing.
triangle, and inside the triangle is a black ring.
No, you see the black ring on your palm. And just touch the corners of the circle, the inside of the circle.
Inside the circle is the triangle. That can't be good, can it? Does
I
it
don't know.
does it mean anything to me?
No. Point out. Go ahead and make a religion check.
We're gonna have to see someone about this. A religion, I rolled a 16. That
16.
is plus 1, 17.
Now, when you got the circle, you remembered you had a dream of Rat Rod.
Of Rat Rod.
Prior to that, you also remembered you saw a young girl in the streets.
Yes.
What seemed almost like a vision as opposed to what actually happened. For you don't seem to remember what happened after that scenario. But this young girl also in her hand had the same ring. You haven't noticed any triangles yet. Maybe it could be connected, maybe not, you don't know.
Do I feel anything different?
Oh, you feel normal. It's like your hand now has tattoo, if you will.
Nice. Any word from I talked to Kira. Any word from Danny?
Can I check my watch?
You do? Think. Not a message, not a reply.
Nothing.
No?
Didn't he say there was gonna be a replacement for Rat Rod?
Yeah. I haven't got
He
any
had-
word.
You had mentioned, do you remember that whatever that would happen would be like a week later or something? And that he would update you anytime sooner. This all happens like 3 days after. 2 or 3 days after that.
Should we?
You got anything to do?
Well, other than checking on my sister, no, not really.
A while back, Ramirez or Danny mentioned on the western side of Good North there were strange sightings.
Ah,
Did?
He also mentioned pending an investigation that needed to be done in Good South regarding disappearances. We could perhaps just look into it, I don't know.
yeah, we could.
I mean, I'm not sure if we'll get paid for it. We should be, right? Not
We
not
should
just from the it's not just from the goodness of our hearts.
Well, Kaius, you get a
hopefully.
message from your watch, and it's from Ingrad, asking for a rendezvous point.
The hell is he want?
Well, I mean, you guys are part of a team.
No, I say that like as
Oh, just gonna okay. I see.
I say that.
Oh, okay.
Just Kira doesn't get it.
Sorry?
Kira doesn't get the message.
No, you guys have a little bit of a message. Did you?
Right.
Looking for like a rendezvous point of all of you.
First of all, Kira,
Yeah.
remember how you got a bunch of cells yesterday?
Mhm.
You think maybe we should split it, since I did provide the distraction?
Yeah, sure. Wait, let me see.
50-50 or
50-50. I'm okay.
nice.
I have 4 mega cells and 9 kill cells.
Okay. I'm gonna
I pass him the 2 mega cells charge.
Okay.
That's it.
No.
No, it's okay if that's it. 2 mega cells is kind of equal to.
And 4 kill cells.
Okay. It's very generous of you. I'm gonna go get
50-50.
a stack of paper.
Oh god.
Oh no.
While he does, elsewhere. Early in the morning, Grad receives small buzz sound. There's a call coming from Danny. Picks up the call. And he's met with Danny, and Danny says, I hope you're with the team. Supplies. Yeah. He says, good. Well, meet up together. Go to the Jade Palace. See you then.
Danny called Ingrad.
Yeah. Now he's boy on the food point.
Oh, what message did Ingrad send me again?
He's asking for a rendezvous point.
Ask him to meet at your place, like where we're at now.
Come here.
Come here.
Get over here.
Get over here.
Come here.
I'm assuming you guys are gonna wait for him to come.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I have plenty of provisions.
You do.
I'm just gonna watch him do.
I look out the window forlorn at my empty dungeon.
Well, 3 or 4 hours pass by. Probably now it's sort of kicking into 11, 12 o'clock in noon. You hear that over the door.
I go and open the door.
You are met with Cicely.
Ah,
Oh, hello.
hello.
See you here. I believe that was the right
Here.
address. Oh, I just wanted to say hi to you, how you guys were doing.
Albert, I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm alright. A little worried, to be honest. Alright.
Is there anything wrong?
She looks towards the corridor, but anywhere we could be a bit more. See if the league was something I think.
You come in.
Are you guys? Is she stepping into the dungeon or is she stepping into Malkius's?
The house, not the
Yeah,
dungeon.
the dungeon is a level above.
Yeah.
Are you doing Malkius? You're at the dungeon, right? So you don't know of Cicely's arrival.
No, I'm just kind of fiddling with all my stuff.
Yeah.
As he enters and I close the door behind her, I'm gonna call out to Caius.
What?
Caius! Cecily's here!
He's 2 floors up, so you could send him a message to your.
It's really loud.
You could
No,
send.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, never
No,
mind.
I was just gonna say. Cecily can take a seat first. Just give me a moment. It's gonna run up.
Okay, you see. You are
I'm
burst into your
gonna-
dungeon saying,
But yeah,
"What do you say?"
Cecily's here.
Why? What does she want?
She looks worried about something.
She seemed to be friendly.
Yeah.
That's why we should be concerned.
Just fucking calm down.
I didn't say no.
Just calm down.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
just gonna go down.
Son of a bitch. I'm coming.
You head down. You step into a household section of the abode that you were given. As you do, you see Cicely sitting down, back facing you. See in her hand there's a small tissue which she's gently just wiping tears away.
Hello.
You approach her. She says, "Hello. Lovely. How are you?"
What seems to be the problem?
Just sit down. And she points towards the chairs near you.
Nice.
Okay.
Take
Nice.
your seat. Sort of move closer to her, trying to wonder what's going on. She wipes you out one last tear before she says, "Well, you know what? I'm very adept to these situations, and as much as they matter to me, and do much. Ask for help. So I'm here. There has been what some would call a situation. The marketplace.
Oh dear.
I called to Danny for aid, and he directed me to you, saying that the bosses were the one to take care of this job.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't told us what happened.
There's been an attack.
By who?
No,
By what? What sort of attack?
something or someone. I prefer the latter. Broken. Broken, I mean. Broken. A lot
Magic?
of the brute force.
I see. Were they from Good South? Were they from the Water Tribe?
No one saw. All I heard was the sounds. Sounds of the crashing and the debris falling.
Did anyone see anything?
At most, we heard one or two saying they saw flashes of these large creatures.
And then everyone fled.
Too fast. We tried to hide. Two others went out to try and stop the situation. To no avail. He just left. We still haven't figured out what they've taken or if they took anything. But they paved the way. Within moments, the howlers were upon us. She's here, cover her mouth. Trying to stifle more sobs.
Very well. We shall help you.
She looks at you. Confused, she says, "But what would you do?"
Everything we can.
Much to offer. The market.
Are there no other markets anywhere? Is this the heart of all trade?
At least some good news. There is one more place, but that's a conversation for another time.
Indeed.
So now the place has been barricaded for beasts to not enter, but perhaps
We should
possibly
get
advanced.
everyone first. I don't think Kira and I are enough.
Oh, I think so.
Do you know anyone who can help us?
Well, from what I've heard from Danny, the new Wasa has been sent in to replace you all, or replace your last man. Have you been informed of that?
No, we're still waiting for him.
No.
We're very eager to meet our new friend.
Very well. I'm sure that you'll be a good additive to your group. Listen,
Is there any place you can go? The Jade Palace, perhaps?
you say the word Jade Palace. She just stopped tracks. This little sobbing stops. He says, "I'll find my way. I'll be."
Very well. Stay safe, sister.
She takes a small bag. She places it in front of you and she says, "Solid."
What?
As well as my cells. She unravels the bag and you can see a few cells inside. You can't count how much, but it looks like quite a lot.
Nice.
This is all
Very kind of you.
just nods.
Also, Mia sends her regards.
Once again, you see the shift in emotion. And she was trying to just sort of change topic when you mentioned Jade Palace, and then you mentioned that, and she comes back to that feeling again.
I take it things are not good between you.
A long stop.
Well, none of my business. To work then.
She looks at you, says, one day. I wish my father was here.
We're still waiting for Ingrad.
Yeah, you are.
Oh yeah.
And
She looks at you, she says, may
our new member.
I stay here? So, you're done.
Oh,
Have anywhere else to go but the market?
there's some bread in the cupboards. There's some wine if you need it. Try not to drink too much though.
I don't drink though.
Yeah, just make yourself at home. There's a pack of cards. Maybe you can play with yourself. I don't know what you do in your free time.
I'll be okay.
Some books. Number of books actually.
She has books, she looks at books.
Yeah, books. I bring her to my like two bookcase my two shelf bookshelves. So not two shelves, as in like two whole bookshelves.
Yeah. She somehow managed to bring all the way to good note in a span of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
She looks at the wide array of books. Sorted nicely.
A number of them are Elven.
Regan's just like skimming through the books.
I'll leave her to it. I just kind of sit down, continue my breakfast. I count. I inspect the bag of cells.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20. For Kira, roll d20 as well. Just a d20. Please roll.
5.
Then that one.
That one. Add your... Wait up. Party level. Oh, wait. You guys don't have party level. So for Feroz add 4, then for Kira add 3.
8.
8 for guys.
5.
Give me one moment. Cool, you guys receive 18 kilo cells.
Ooh.
And you receive, sorry, 16 kilo cells. Charge. And 10 mega cells.
We'll split this with whoever joins us in this mission.
Very well.
So
Here,
we'll
knock
leave
the
this
door.
here for now. We won't take
Yeah.
it yet.
Here, knock the door shortly after. Finish the thing. See, you see Cicely like every now and then just like look over and just smile to herself as you guys are looking through the wealth with excitement.
I open
Why
the
not?
door.
Door opens out. Ingrad walks in. Says, this is gonna be weird, but step to the side. Chungus, are you there?
Oh, call him back. Call him back.
Call him back.
Call him back.
Call him on accident.
I'm back.
There you go. Cool. Ingrad steps into Malkius' abode. He turns around and says, well, this is going to be weird, but... And he sort of points toward the doorway. As Chungus, you step in.
Holy shit!
Oh,
In front of you, Malkius and Kira, in front of you, you see
It's
a
a cat.
quite tall white Tabaxi. Quite
my
round in
God.
size. Covered in blue robe.
The man's taller than the door. Like the doorway is covering his face.
He does, yeah. You just sit into it. He steps in.
No, I just guess, and then as he walks by me, I'm just gonna touch
Yes.
his hair, like his fur.
I am very
And it's
fluffy,
you-
yes. I am very fluffy.
You step in and you look, you notice two half elves adorned in just very goth-like looks.
Chungus will just squeal at Malkius.
Squint.
Squeal.
Right.
But he will
Squeal.
acknowledge Kira.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. The name's...
My name is...
Oh, you introduce yourself first.
Sure. I'm Malkius. I'm a... Well, you'll find out soon enough.
Okay.
I'm Kira, and you will also find out soon enough.
Nice to meet you, Kira. Have I met Ingrad already?
You've
Yeah.
you've
Kind of.
followed Ingrad, but his sort of introversion prevented you from having any conversation with him in this entire journey.
Okay.
He looks at you, he says, we haven't exchanged names, but
Yes, it was a very awkward, yeah.
yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, your name?
Are you the new buzzer?
Yes, I am the new buzzer, Danny sent me. The name's Cumbus. I'm a Tabaxi Cleric at your service. I specialize in the war domain. I serve the one and only god, Aegis.
Wonderful.
Aegis.
Aegis.
Aegis?
Yes, correct.
The cleric, you say?
Yes,
The one and only god.
the only god.
Understood.
Ingrad says, isn't Ares a Greek god?
Yes.
Don't the Greek gods have many other... You know what? It's fine. As Chungus begins speaking to you, three. I don't know why I'm saying you three as if Qian is here. Three of you immediately, well, the two of you specifically, Malkius and Qian, immediately pick up very familiar sign. You notice as it's speaking, Tabaxi creature opens its mouth,
I noticed the two kind of like
two missing teeth.
Yeah.
In the top row speaks.
You're from the water tribe.
Yes, I was from the water tribe.
What happened?
What
I no
happened?
longer associate myself with that treacherous tribe. They wouldn't allow me to conduct my house's extravaganza.
Alright, say no more, I completely understand. The elves didn't take the half elves didn't take very kindly to my practices.
Oh, I see. So you and I have something in common.
Perhaps.
We are outcasts.
Go ahead and make a perception check, Chungus. Well, first roll.
Is that really the first roll? Damn.
For you, hidden.
Oh, for me, yeah. Perception. What the hell is it? Oh. Oh, 15.
As Malkius and Kira are talking to you, Ingrad suddenly like slumps to the side. You notice Malkius' hand has a very strange symbol of like what would look to be like a circle with a triangle on the inside of it. Make a religion check.
Will do. Oof.
Okay. So many books that you've read in the past about the various goods and evils of the world. Thing about this symbol makes you feel like you've seen it before. Nothing incomplete about it, but It looks like it's the starting of a symbol that you've seen before.
Again? Starting
As you
symbol.
look at the symbol, it looks like an incomplete version of some symbol that you're familiar with reading about years ago.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe
Do I
what
associate
it
this
is.
symbol with something good or something bad?
Make another religion check with a disadvantage.
God damn it.
Okay. Think about it for a while. I mean, it's fine. Probably wrong about it anyways. You don't really remember. Whether it's good or evil, come to you. Perhaps if you go back to the water tribe and get your books, you may be able to find it, find out what the symbol is, but at this point, you'd rather not.
I look over at Ingrad. You look like shit. What happened?
Well, long story. I got into a really big beach fight.
What kind?
But there were like just everywhere. It was really rough. I killed them all though. Good.
Good.
You see him like turn a little bit like so.
Well, Sicily left behind a bunch of power cells for us in repayment to basically save the market.
You hear the word Sicily, Chungus. You may remember who the person. Old friend of yours, if you will.
okay.
As well as his sister,
Mia, right?
You'd known them since you were roughly about 18 years ago.
Yeah,
that's-
basically our current assignment right now is
to save the
That-
market.
How do I know them? Is it because they're from the same tribe also?
No, but in your time that you'd spent researching in the Good South, when you were
Oh,
much younger, you had met them, children,
I see.
the three of you. And when things slowly went a bit more to hell, you shifted back to your tribe, and it's been roughly about 20 years since you've last seen Sicily.
Oh,
indeed.
As for Mia, slightly sooner, but we'll get to that next time. As of now, you see Sicily. She's in the distance, just looking through some of the books on the shelf.
does she recognize me or can I recognize her?
She hasn't noticed your entry yet. You guys are quite far away from her, rather.
I'm or what? I'm far away
You
from
guys
her,
are quite far away. Yeah, she has not noticed that of your arrival yet.
but I do know her, right?
You do know her.
I'm gonna keep that to myself later.
Okay.
Firstly, I wanna.
So yeah, basically you can either take your cut now or we'll leave it here and then once we're done we can come and take it.
Iqbal says, "What happened?" What's going on?
We need to go to the market. It's been overrun, taken by someone.
I see. So they tasked us to clear the hostile creatures
Yeah.
that are taken over the market. I see.
Indeed.
Will we be alone or will there be backup?
I don't think there's anyone else in this godforsaken city
I see.
who's benevolent
know.
enough. And even then, we're doing this because we have to.
I understand.
There's nothing I want more than to just be able to, continue with my art.
We are being paid, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I guess, yeah.
See Mortis shift to the side, and you notice there's a big bag full of just cells and cells and cells.
Yeah, that's the bag I'm talking about. You want to take your cut now or take later?
What does it mean by cut? I don't know what's cut.
Cut out your cut of the paler.
As in, like, we're dividing it equally among all of us.
Sure.
So now then,
Give me my money. Yes.
sure. There were how much was it again?
16 kilo cells and 10 mega cells.
So
Divided by 4 of us, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 kilo cells each.
4 kilo cells and 2 mega. Is it?
Yeah.
4 kilo, 2 mega.
Wait, no.
Then we're left with 2 extra mega cells.
Yeah.
Okay, the last two mega cells. How should we do this?
The one with the most kills, get them.
Okay,
Sure.
Yes.
most kills gets the last 2 kilos mega cells.
Yes.
All of them.
Okay. As you guys are like separating the cells
Some
among
Legolas Gimli shit right here.
Oh yeah, that is, yeah. 30.
That counts as 1.
It comes up one. You hear the scaled footsteps behind you, Chungus. As you turn around, you see Cicely looking at you. You hear the words. As you look at Cicely, you notice that she looks a little different last you saw her, or rather, last you saw him.
I see.
And-
I see. Yeah.
If you guys remember of Cicely's,
Right, yes.
it's a little different, but for some reason you feel a bit content, a comfort in the way she is presenting herself.
As soon as I see, I say, "Oh shit!"
In like a scared way, or like a oh wow kind of thing.
Oh wow, bro.
Oh, okay. You hear Cicely say, "I'll never mistake that white for anywhere." How are you, old friend?
You know each other?
Not great.
Did you say not great?
Yeah.
Not great. You say, well, that makes 2 of us.
You know each other?
Yes. I guess we go all the way back.
Wonderful.
Quite all
It's a small world we live in.
Just a small place.
Just was fun.
Chungus and I, as well as my sister, I'm assuming you've met. We're good friends in our childhood, in our upbringing. Oh, it has been quite a while since we've seen each other. I'm glad to see you're still alive and well.
You too.
She walks up and she looks at your fur and she says, getting old though. Quite old.
Are we all?
Well, I hate to interrupt this wonderful reunion, and I'm sure we'd love to chat about it after our mission, because we do not want to waste sunlight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I say we go now.
As you say this, it's roughly about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, we should probably go now.
As you guys begin to pick up your stuff, we head towards the door. We hear one more call from Cicely, and she says, whatever came in, whatever broke, if you come across them again, hide. Please. Don't engage.
Is he cutting off like for me also? Are you guys
Cutting
cutting
off?
for
Yeah,
me also?
Cutting off.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not your fault. It's just when you want to be dramatic and you go softer, it just can't hear you.
You took the mic closer to my mouth.
Yeah. Just shove it in.
That was close. Cicely says, if you do see those creatures that broke in, they come back. Do me a favor. Don't engage. Hide.
No
Can't take any
promises,
more long.
actually.
The odds. You guys head down to the base of the building. You begin to head out. It is a nice morning. Who is going to be helming your journey towards?
Kira and I have been to the market before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
very new to this place, right?
You're quite new to the Good North. You
Yeah.
know your way around the
I'm
Good
gonna
South.
let them.
North, you've not really been here.
Newer than us.
Yeah. I heard titties. Titties.
You want to lead the way, Kira?
Okay.
Go ahead. Yes,
Survival? Ooh. Okay.
I'll check usually what you make to journey.
Oh fuck. I rolled a. There's a 5.
God. Well done. You guys track on. Quite longer to get there than you would hope for. So what would be usually about an hour and a half journey from where you are, it ends up taking significantly longer. As you finally see the outskirts of the marketplace, you've noted that about 3 hours has passed. Right now it's roughly about 4 o'clock, coming close to evening. You see the outskirts of the airport have been made shifted to the market. And you walk around the area towards the what you remember as
The underground, like, subway entrance.
correct. In your journey walk, looking inside the fence, you do notice sections of the grass, the untouched grass where you saw the last time in the huge field. Some sections look like something had burst out of the ground. You see soil just all over the area and small like pockets, almost like huge moles, which is like it's all over the area. Each hole is roughly about a meter in diameter. You see just many of them all over. You can't tell if they are the result of footsteps or something that dug in, craters, something hit it. You know what I mean? You can't go in and investigate either because of the electrical fan. But as you're heading around, you guys come across the subway entrance. As you do, you see from what was once the sheltered area, a large section where you enter and then head down the stairwell. A good half of the stairwell looks to have been smashed off. And I mean off. Like, here's the stairwell, and it looks like there's this separation that has pushed away. You see broken glass everywhere, debris everywhere. The shelter, there was a part of it where there's a hole, as something had just burst out from underneath. You see huge tracks. That literally be tracks. You see hooves in different areas of tracks. You see what looks like how would I describe it? Almost like a snake's slither of a pave that comes out. You see about like 5 or 6 different tracks. Animal tracks, beast tracks, but way larger, and that left much more of a dent than it should need to in the ground, leaving the area.
This doesn't look good.
These tracks do not continue on the immediate outside vicinity of the subway entrance. You do not see the same tracks outside, only from the inside heading out. And once it reaches outside,
These are beast tracks, right? Not fiend, not anything else.
these are what looks like replication. However, you are welcome to a investigation check should you want to gain more information about the track.
Are they perhaps mech? I rolled a 17.
You would not know.
Plus 1, 18.
Okay. You would not know if these tracks are indeed mech tracks. Because you've never seen
Yep.
or read about them, you know what they look like or how they leave tracks or if they leave tracks. What you do know is these definitely don't look. They definitely do look like that. They're larger and leave a larger dent in the ground. If, say, for example, a dog paw would leave a small little track in the sand, right? Say about this big. This dog paw is like this big, much larger.
Can I take a look at it?
In fact, you put your hand in one of them, and your hand goes past the ground level. Make an investigation check, Kira.
Do I know? Have I seen this before?
He said no.
No.
It just didn't come on. It didn't.
Oh, sorry.
I saw you mouth it.
Oh, you saying yeah? I said no.
Investigation. That is 17.
Okay.
Yeah, 17.
You can get the same idea as Malkius, that whatever these were left by beasts, except if the beasts were like on steroids, 25. These are much larger than all beasts track would be.
I go over to Feroz's store.
Are we indoors?
You are at the subway entrance.
Sorry,
please.
Oh, okay. We enter the market. I enter the market. Let's enter the market.
Wait,
Firstly, before we enter the market, right? I want to check if we are clear or not. I don't see anyone yet, right, Chihiro?
We haven't seen anybody yet.
Okay,
From
I'm
the
gonna cast Thaumaturgy. I'm gonna make a sound of a thunder 30 feet away from me.
30 feet away.
Like directly in front. See if anyone comes towards that place.
On the outside or on the inside?
Inside. Because that's where they're from.
As I see him do that, I help him do that as well.
Yeah.
The footsteps.
But instead of thunder, I put a baby crying.
The footsteps. Is there like any more on the outside?
No. The second you leave the subway entrance on the roadside, there's nothing. Clear.
So
You
it
do-
came from the
Yeah, only
inside and it's going out.
Yeah, but there are no tracks outside.
Having these
Okay.
tracks, you look on the side of the electric fence, the airport area, where you know that underneath is where the market is held. On the airport, like long grass that has overgrown, you do notice that the large portions of soil that has been uprooted kind of look similar, but you can't really tell from this. Back to the two of you. The two of you cast Thaumaturgy onto the inside, right? And so you're saying where the like, through the entrance, down the stairwell to the entrance, inside the marketplace.
Yes,
Cast
inside
it
the
on.
marketplace. I want to see if anything's still inside.
You, maybe welding. The other one was Hunter. Okay, what were you gonna say?
Can I climb over the fence and see what's like
No, it's electrical.
on
It's
the-
electrical.
It's
And
still electric.
Yes, it's only about 30 feet high. None of the fences have been broken.
How the fuck did we go through it first?
It wasn't electrical last time. They must have like electrified it.
Oh. Okay, never mind then.
It was electrical last time as well. It's just that like it was not on. If you
Oh.
recall, yeah, it was just went off at that bit of time because of the rain.
I see.
So okay, you cast two spells on the inside. So on the inside you hear the thunder just rumbling on the inside, and then you hear the baby wailing afterwards.
No, at the same time. Like, just to amplify the noise.
Oh, okay. Well then you don't really hear the baby wailing. Mainly the thunder, but the remnants of that high-pitched scream of the child sort of lingers as the thunder is just. Few moments pass. You hear a screech. One screech. Doesn't sound very human. Hear one screech, just somewhere on the inside, it sort of echoes. Nothing comes out.
I start to. Ingrad and Chungus are beside me, right?
Yes.
Quietly.
Make stealth checks.
All of us?
All three of you. Yep, all three of you.
Noted.
Kira's still outside, right?
Kira, do you want to make your way with them?
Yeah.
Alright. Ingrad says, I'll take watch. If I hear anything, I'll head in.
20.
I'll give guidance to Sharon or Feroz if anyone needs.
23.
11.
Roll
Hello.
D4, I give you.
Yeah, but I rolled it before you give guidance.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. That's for another roll. Give it as a catch up anyways. Okay, so 11, then Kira, how much again?
Oh, you can roll. You can roll
23.
the die before, after. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, I did before.
Damn. Okay.
Sorry, Kira, one more time. Missed it. Could use
23.
3. 15, 23. Chungus?
16.
14.
14. You guys slowly make your way in the interior. Very quietly. You put past the small broken gates over the cape. You see the main entrance, roughly about 30 feet in front of you, to the marketplace. It's very dark inside. You make your way there, just push past, move closer and closer. And as you finally get to the entrance, and you first see the first body, just gently to the side, like past the entrance, on the the threshold, just threshold, you see two legs sticking out. There's a small trail of blood that leads to the outside of where you guys are at. You guys want to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your second stealth check. All three of you.
All of us.
16.
17.
14. Alright,
And one place guidance on themselves.
I believe you can.
If touch one,
Yeah,
I'm
you
pretty
can.
sure. I'm pretty sure I can just touch myself. Yeah.
Alright. You step in.
Also, I cast Mage Armor.
16. I got 16 again.
Okay. Good job.
My AC is now 15.
Slowly step in. Silence at first. And as you move past the threshold, you notice the body walking by, and as you do, and the body comes into your vision, your line of sight, you notice the body has been halved. So out of its person, only the waist down is left.
Not anyone I've met before, right?
You don't know. All you see is the legs. Stepping in, top half of the body is nowhere to be. You have to fight, in fact. The urge to vomit, retch. You guys quietly make your way. This is probably some of the horrors that Sicily had went through, trying to escape this place to head to you all.
Indeed.
She heads to you guys. You head in. First, you pass the first amounts of small huts where you had past purchased items from. The layout looks somewhat similar. The fact that some of the huts have been wrecked. I mean, some of the settlements have been torn in half. You see just items strewn all over the floor. Remnants of you see at first, you're going by and you see a kill cell on the floor. You move past, you see some rope, food items, cups and whatnot just everywhere. Then you see what Cicely had mentioned. The entry by brute force. But the other side of the marketplace, you notice 4 very large holes of metal and dirt that have been pushed until they had given way into the interior of the marketplace. You see about 4 of them. And from the line of where the hole comes from, of each hole, you notice huge amounts of bread. Elements that looked like had they have been stepped on by a giant. All sorts of mess. The only thing moving right now is 3 of you. Ingrad quietly waiting outside in case anything would happen. Let's go by. You guys move closer and closer. You're now in the interior, the very middle of the marketplace, the square, if you will. This is where you first met Cicely. At this point, you notice on the floor 3 bodies, back to back. Howler, dead, very much dead. Quite a while.
Can I check what's the cause of death?
You see just howler claws and bites all over their body.
I see.
Save for one of them, who, as Malkius and Qian remember as Feroz.
Oof.
Oh no.
The young spellcasting prodigy who had sold you magical items and such.
I still owe him 10 kilo cells.
Well, now you don't.
Now you don't.
Hey, that's a win-win, man.
No, my favorite NPC
You do notice that
that I named.
that you name. You notice in his hand you see 2 makeshift weapons.
He's long dead, right? I can't. He's not dying.
After you reach that, you check the wound. Any one of you make a medicine check. You have a cleric on the team. Chungus, make a.
Yes. Can I slap myself with guidance? Oh, no need, bro. No need, bro. Let's go.
You use your finger and you gently just stab on one of the wounds. You look at the blood. Cold, first of all. Roughly about 10 to 20 hours old. Between the 10 and 20 hour. It's been some time, but you would assume whatever happened in the middle of the night, the previous night.
I see.
You also do notice that Feroz has no howler mark. But you do see, as you turn his shoulder over, what looks like you have like a thing of Play-Doh, and you just put your thumb inside. That's what his chest looks like.
Oh,
For,
damn. Yeah, I can picture that. God damn. Concave, bro. Concave chest.
Okay. Not ripped out. Pressed in. Till death.
Yeah.
And you can see, as you turn him over, you can see his eyes, his ears, his nose, mouth. blood like had leaked out of it. The wound. With a natural 20, you also notice that it was not sudden trauma. It was a slow death.
God damn.
Whenever I pressed his chest in, took its time. It was quite much of ease.
With my fingers, I kind of just cover his eyes.
Close his eyes.
Is there like any marks that we can recognize
Say again?
from the indent?
Oh, you sort of flips his shirt open. You look at the indent itself. A hoof. Like a cow hoof, like a full hoof, roughly about that big.
Wait, not Minotaur.
Why are you showing it on?
On roll 20. Sorry.
We can't see.
Can't-
Yeah,
I
me
can't
and
see.
Cindy can't see.
Yeah, only I can see.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm just gonna turn on my video on.
at this point.
Uh, Flag.
Yeah, it's just forever loading for me also. I think it's because we're using our videos on Roll20 also.
Oh yeah. Disable that one first, probably. Well, what Chin is asking that also, can I ask, what does Chungus know also from his background? Does he know anything?
There we go. Roughly about that big. Of a hoof in his chest. What were you saying?
Do I know?
Well, I mean, I'll say go ahead and make an investigation. No, a history check.
No. You should check -1.
Yeah.
Wait, I got 1d4. It lasts for 1 minute. 14.
While that's happening, Malkius, go ahead and make a, I would say, perception check. What's happening?
Is there other dead bodies around?
At this point that you realize, no, there are no other. The entire 18? Cool.
Yeah.
So, I'll extract. Chungus. In all your years of life, from your extensive knowledge of some of the creatures that inhabit parts, no beast, no howler, no mech could do this. In fact, this was definitely not.
Any signs of the Water Tribe being behind this?
No, I don't know. You don't see any broken teeth or anything, no signs left. However, with your perception check, 18, right?
Yep.
While looking at the bodies, you just for a second up, back down. But as you look up, for that brief second, you look up. You see a white head, small white, black hair. It catches your eyes. Catch your eyes. Just have it.
I go after it swiftly but quietly.
Make a stealth check at this.
I'm gonna go around also. Try to.
I whisper
flank.
to Malkius.
I'm on there.
Oh.
That's 7. With disadvantage.
You walk up, sort of just trying your best to be quiet, but you're moving quickly to keep up to whoever you just saw. You turn the
Can I
corner. You don't
flank?
flank.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't see what Mark.
Only I saw it.
Oh,
I was...
You would chance checking the body. But
Okay, sure.
you're welcome to follow him. You will see him get up and move.
If Malkius doesn't want us first, I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't see him.
Okay, sure. That's
Yeah.
Kira.
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus on the body since Marco is the missing glass.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't say
I'm
anything.
gonna go look around for any armor.
Okay. You get up and you head towards roughly where the shop was that sold armor the last time.
No, they didn't sell armor. I'm not saying.
No, as in, we didn't sell armor. There wasn't any. From what you had found last, you couldn't see or find any shop that had sold armor. Saying you went to the section of the place that Cicely had pointed out to that sold things that could help with protection. Just using armor as a blank statement. You head in that direction, which is the opposite way that Malkius is going. You go ahead and make an investigation.
Investigation.
As for Malkius, you hit the corner and you turn, you look across. At first you don't see anything. It's in between two settlements that have been broken down. You look between and you see an eye. It's one eye hiding under cloth inside one of the broken settlements. It's looking up at you. Second you catch the eye, it closes and it just gently just covers itself with a blanket.
I'm here to help.
Make a persuasion check. What do you get, Nick?
20.
20. Don't know. Chungus, what are you doing?
I'm not sure.
He's just fiddling the body.
Go ahead and make an
Yeah.
investigation.
10 plus 6, 16.
Chungus, investigation. 10 plus 16?
10 plus 6, 16, yeah.
Oh, you said 10 plus 16. I was like, oh, god damn. 16. Alright, good.
11.
He pulls back a little bit. You are met with Kira's sister. Kira's younger
What
sister.
the fuck?
What are you doing here?
This bitch.
She lifts up and she hears you say that. She realizes it's you and she lifts it up higher. See a small family of dwarves huddled in. You see two dwarven children. You see a mother and a father. You see one more human. Well, as the old lady that you guys were.
Madam Rosie.
Yes, Madam Rose. She had covered this group of survivors with this cloth. She points fingers to her lips and said,
Stay here. What? Oh,
you go towards her? You can say that.
sure, she beckoned me, didn't she?
Did.
I go.
You bend down, you towards her. Shift in. She covers you again. She says, did you come alone?
No, I brought all the buzzers
Where are they now?
outside.
Chungus. With Malkius and Kira now no longer to be seen, you're with your investigation check. While you're sifting through bodies, you once again go back to Feroz' body, which is that his body is... Yeah, his body is... The other two were
This is
just
so weird.
howl at death, but it really confuses you. Cut away its shirt, the body shirt, and as you gently just begin pushing on the sides of the wound to see the magnitude of it, if you will. You realize that you press once or twice. You stop for a second. You realize that not very interesting as what you had thought. Second, you look at your hands. Something stuck to your fur. your nice pause. It's a
Like those
very
beans.
slimy yet dry good. Silver in color.
Don't tell me it's a Feroz again.
As you look at both your hands together, together like this, you look at your palm. You watch as the liquid just crawls down your palm, just connects, and just joins by itself with the amount of liquid that was in your other palm.
Yeah.
It just convened at the middle of your palm. Just begin to swirl together and come to a stop. You then sort of bring it to one paw, and it just shifts gently. Not because you're moving it, but it's just moving. You then watch as it, from your cup paw, it just moves off and then drips down onto the floor beside your foot. And immediately, as it lands on the floor, you know how when you put water on like a JBL bass speaker side
Yeah.
of it? Yeah. You watch that happen. A small amount of liquid almost dancing on the floor. This small puddle, no more than that big. All of a sudden, it stops moving. From a puddle, it becomes a sliver. Almost as if like a bunch of fish were moving in a pattern. And then this one sliver that's now on the floor just begins to shoot in one direction.
I'll follow it.
Make a dexterity check. Because its base movement is going at roughly about 90 feet.
Technically I can catch up to it, but let's see. Dexterity check, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you
Goddamn.
can move 120.
I can.
Can't.
I don't know if he's gonna allow that though.
Slow start. You watch it go, and then you're like, oh shit. And you stand up, you begin to move. Are you going to proceed stealthily or just go?
If I proceed stealthily, can I catch up to it?
What's half your move speed? 60, right?
No, it's 30
Maybe-
right now, so 15.
15?
If I use my
Yeah.
feel agility and max out everything, it's 120. If you want me to half my speed, it's 60.
I see. Okay, cool. You don't have to do that. If you don't want to move stealthily, then you won't have to. If you do that, if you max out your agility, you'll be able to keep up with it at half speed. Otherwise, you go full speed and still be slower. And if you can still try.
I'm just gonna go full speed then.
Max your agility, you just hit 30 feet.
Huh?
Are you gonna max agility or just hit 30 feet?
Max. I'm a
Okay.
fucking turbo, bro.
You feel muscles in the joints begin to just click in place.
I'm running on all fours, by the way.
Small little fur like purr comes in. You put your two paws down and you just
Yeah.
feet down, heading as fast as you can. Easily catch up with the sliver, darting from side to side. You sort of dancing and moving forward as you're following the small sliver. As you're moving, suddenly hits a left turn. You turn, you continue following it. Follow, and you stop. As it just darts under one of the settlement. You go around the settlement. You wait for a second. There it is again, moving again. You follow it. Lord Caius, you see Chungus running down the front end of the marketplace, headed towards one of the sections of it. Towards one of the holes in the wall on the other side of the market. Chungus, you're heading down as fast as you can. You have no time to check around where you're going. As you finally reach to where it stops, it from a sliver stops right near to a wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you stop yourself and you look at it. It from a sliver becomes a circle again. Same thing begins to happen. You look up from where you are. the other end of the place, you look up and you see one of the holes in the wall, roughly about 30 feet above you.
Okay.
You see a lot of this type of liquid all over around the rim. And you hear the sound.
I can't hear it.
I can't hear
Yeah.
anything. I just saw you like going
Yeah,
for
yeah,
light
yeah.
with the sound.
Oh, you know what? I'll record it.
He's eating his phone.
Can you hear it?
No, we still didn't hear it.
Never mind, I sent it to you. Play it for yourself.
I'll play for the stream.
You played for the stream.
Oh no, it's a clicker.
It's coming from deep within this hole. You then see a light. The inside, the hole, a yellow light, but small. Then you see two.
Okay. There's at this point I start backing forward. Backing.
Fireball. Just throw it.
I
into the
wish
pit.
I can fireball dude.
Backing up,
I'm backing up a bit, yes.
backing up.
I'm preparing my warhammer also.
Sound is getting louder. Someone, I can hear
Do
myself.
I know?
You can't hear this.
I'm
There's
very
only
far
one
away from them, is it?
What did Isabella? What did Isabella call me under the table for?
She just hears you say that you brought some others, and then she says, "Shit."
What's wrong?
She says, "Where are they now?
In the market.
They need to hide. They need to hide now. Where are they? Get them."
I kind of like dart out of my table just to look for them.
You shift out. Immediately you look up. In the distance you can see Chungus just slowly just
Yeah.
looking and backing away. Slowly. With his hammer out.
I whispered to
I don't know.
Isabella, stay quiet, stay hidden.
Can I hit?
You don't hear him say that. You are still roughly about
Okay.
8 feet away from him. And Kira's about 120 feet. At this point your eyes are fixated. Too afraid to look away. Backing away. The sound is getting louder. You hear the sound. You know, just off noise suppression. Hello.
Yes.
You can hear it now. Good.
Yeah.
You hear it.
Yeah, I can hear.
It's getting louder and louder. And it's moving slowly closer and closer towards the hole. As you finally see, just peeping out from the hole, just gently, two yellow eyes. They look like that. Two eyes. And they just gently come up from the darkness. All you see is the eye. They're not eyes that have like sort like pupils and whatnot, but like this yellowish light that looks like. Go ahead and roll initiative.
What do you mean? Let's go.
Only him?
Oh,
Only you.
Let's go.
Wait, do I find anything by the way?
No.
Do
Let's
you
go,
have
guys.
Do I find anything?
I'm
by the
gonna
way?
need to roll another character shit. Let's go.
Do you have
Let's
vision, by
go.
the way? Wait out
Did I
here.
find
Wait out.
anything?
Wait out here before I get to you. You do hear what's your name? Malkius, you do hear this clicking sound. You do see the eyes that peep up. But it's so dark, you don't see anything else around it. As for Kira, the time that you spend looking, you do find what looks to be leather paddings.
Mm.
well, what is known on D&D Beyond as padded leather.
Mm.
So it will take a few moments to put it on. But you do have the time to if you want.
I will.
Okay, you do find 3 pairs of it.
I'll take the other 2 and put in my bag of holding.
Very well. You roll it up and you put it in.
Yeah, she's a bag of holding.
You do.
We have 2 bag of holding.
Both of you have bag of.
We do.
I have a bag of holding, right?
Do you guys buy it?
You purchased it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys just gently Chungus, as you're moving back slowly. What's your roll?
14.
Okay. You will go second. Now the initiative roll is just mainly to keep track of what's going on. As you are shifting backward, theater of mind, you do feel a presence behind you. You turn around. Just roughly about 30 feet behind you, you see 2 howlers. You see their hands are sort of outstretched in front of them on the floor. They're almost forming like a yoga position, the doggy position where the butt is sticking up and legs are back.
Downward dog.
Yeah.
Are
their
they
head
concentrate,
is
are they
bowed.
concentrated on me?
They're not moving, they're bowed. You can't tell if they're bowing to you.
I know, they're definitely going to the... Yeah.
The Howler King!
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
It is the Queen!
My queen! My queen! Are you my queen?
I was not expecting the Queen.
Oh no, the queen is here.
Chungus looks towards the bowing howlers and look towards back to the 2 eyes, the 2 glowing eyes, and he screams
Which one is
shit.
them? All 3 of you, the 2 of you, hear the shit coming.
Yes.
You shit?
No,
No, no, no. No, you hear Chungus saying shit very loudly.
Yeah, there's some shit that's falling on the floor. Like a brick.
Yeah, Chungus shitting his pants also, yeah.
Shit bricks.
I spent 1 action to shit my pants.
Alright, on its turn. Chungus, go ahead and make a intelligence check. Just a base intelligence roll.
Wait, I've always
Well-
wondered if you roll net 20, right? But then if you minus 1, is it net 20?
I mean, well, yeah, I mean, it says not, you roll not 20, but you'd still get the -1. Either way, it's what you get at the end of it as
Yeah,
opposed to
I
what you
guess so.
roll. The whole natural 1, natural 20 thing is just there for DMs who want to be assholes.
Okay.
You look into the darkness, and I'm assuming you don't have dark vision, right?
I think I do.
Can you check?
But what the...
Check the range.
Dark vision, correct. 60 feet.
Nice.
Okay. Roughly, you are roughly about 50 feet away, so you can just barely see what this creature is. So dark from where the hole is. But you watch a hand with 3 fingers and a thumb. Something like that. Each finger is laced with a very long claw and is almost half the size of your body. As it reaches out, it grabs one end. And the other side, an octopus-like tentacle comes out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
You see a lumbering dark shadow of a body forward. And all you see is just the 2 eyes giving small amounts of light but cascading a silhouette on it. 2 eyes shape almost like a triangle-like head. As it moves out from about 40 feet up, you watch as this shadow just slams into the ground floor of the marketplace. Malkius, from where you are, you do hear the whimpering from the dwarven family on the inside of the cover blanket. You hear Isabella say, "Back. It's back. Hide, please. Hide. Now. Hide." That'll be its turn. Chungus, is your turn. What do you want to do?
Can I check if it's possible to even fucking stand against this guy?
You don't know.
God damn it.
You don't know what it is. It's large.
Are the
taller than
howlers concentrating on me? No?
They're not moving.
Okay.
Two of them. They're roughly about 30 feet behind you. From where you guys came from, near the body, they just bowed.
Alright, I'm gonna rendezvous
Do
back.
I hear? Do I?
You hear the slam of this creature that lands on the ground. You don't know what it is, but you hear the sound.
How far is the creature away from me?
It's 55 feet away from you, but
It's
not
55 feet in front of me, and behind me is 30 feet. Two howlers.
moving. Yes.
Alright, I'm just
going
gonna.
to move towards the sound, but stay in the cover between the tents and stuff.
Alright.
I'm
Make
gonna
a stealth
dash 120 feet away.
Make a what?
Stealth check.
I'm gonna dash 120 feet away and
Oh,
rendezvous
no.
back towards Malkius and Hira.
Okay, you head back. You manage to reach up to Malkius. You grab his arm. You see Chungus come up to beside you, and for this brief moment, what do you want to say to him? As Malkius just turns up to you.
Shit my pants. We have to get the fuck out of here.
What is it?
Oh, I can't hear you. What?
What is it?
It's a huge motherfucker. We have to get out of here.
Can we take it?
You son of a bitch.
What?
Got the dwarfs. That fucking fuck off. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some of the fucking.
Process.
Yeah.
Alright. You raise up the thing. You try to reach out to Isabella, but she says, "No, I'll be okay. Get them.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them.
The family comes up, and in your arms you pick up the two children. These two small dwarven boys. And they sort of like nestle into one of your arms. As you get the other two out, they begin to head out and you begin to walk up. To this point, that the two of you, I'm assuming Mortis, you're gonna follow him?
Wait,
Yeah,
Jacob,
Yes.
did I use all 120 feet while I was traveling?
No, you only use about 50 feet from where you were.
115?
50. You still have the rest of your movement.
Wait, 150? That's, I say 120.
50.
Oh, 50. Oh, okay, never mind then. Because if I use the feline agility, I can't move for that one turn. Okay then. Yeah, then I move over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Malkius now, and Kira's sister Isabella closely following behind all of you. You guys head out back to the entrance, where you see Kira
fuck.
sneaking from behind. You guys head out the entrance.
Time to skedaddle.
As you reach the entrance, you are still now, because you're further back from where the howlers were and roughly in the middle. You see 4 shadows. 4 large shadows. You are just out of range of your dark vision to see what they look like, but they are large. 2 of them have these glowing eyes. One of them has these tendrils sticking out of their head.
Just
And you walk up.
while we're moving, I just kind of I cast Eldritch Blast just in that general direction.
Roll to hit.
I got a 6 for stealth, by the way.
17.
Actually, roll with advantage.
Me?
Yes. You try to hit the shadows, right?
Natural 20.
Okay. Damage.
$16 points of force damage.
16 points of force damage.
Yeah.
You gotta hit one of them, or just well, you're gonna only cast one Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah, it's Eldritch Blast.
Okay, cool. You send out your Eldritch Blast into it. As the 4 of you convene, or the 3 of you convene, you can see Ingrad looking from behind. You can't see what's on the inside, but he's wondering why you guys look so concerned. Say about 50 feet outside. You take the families and all, and as Isabella and she stops and she says, "Wait, shit," and she bolts back again. You immediately head towards one of the settlements. As it's happening, you cast your Eldritch Blast, and the creatures that are that weren't looking at you, one of them gets hit without moving at all. It takes the full damage. It looks up at you. The sound, and you just hear it just shift amongst the four of them.
Keep moving.
Am I still in the market?
No, but Isabella has just headed to one of the settlements
Ah, shit.
on the left.
Am I-
She's got a left.
Where am I
Okay,
now?
so right now it's let's say this is the entrance, right? You guys are here, the entrance. Further in front were the howlers, further in front were the bodies, and just past the bodies are these shadows. Isabella has went this way, you came from this way. So four of you, you've all convened here. Isabella darted back to the settlement.
We're gonna need to lock this shit up.
As you cast your Eldritch Blast, they look towards you, and on their turn, the one that got hit takes 2 steps forward. Reaches down towards you just see its arms just and it reaches down towards the howlers. Its long, large hand just grab the backs of the howlers. You guys small. You watch the howlers, see them fly. Roughly 60-70 feet to the side. You watch them, you hear them crash. And this large being just standing there, staring at you.
Am I with
Not
Malkius and
You are with Malkius.
so I just stopped running towards the sound and then
You are now with them, you are now with your group. You came back, so you're now with your group.
okay.
You see the howlers being flung over, and you see your Isabella, your sister, darting into another settlement. What do you do?
I go to get Isabel.
Okay, you head
No.
towards the direction. What about Malkius?
I don't. I kind of just like I cover Kira.
Okay. As you guys head towards Isabella, as your line of sight is about to get blocked by the settlement, as you're running by, from your small line of vision, just take a quick glance. Watch as one of the creatures from the back just touch back as well. You guys head towards the settlement. We tell Isabella to go in. Immediately, what are your collective speeds?
30.
Okay.
30.
So 60 feet total. Make a dexterity saving throw both. Chungus, what are you doing?
I'm probably just gonna drop out the civilians to Ingrad and get them to a safe place, and probably, I don't know, because our mission was to clear the market, right? Probably have to
Yeah.
stand our ground. I don't know.
Go.
Yeah.
As you bring... Okay, hold on, before I get to US. Just remember your rules. As you bring the families back outside, at first you don't see anything from the creatures in the shadows. Ingrad sees that you bring other people and is like, wait, what the fuck happened? What's going on? He looks at you, Chungus. What's going on? What's happening? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Can I just point backwards towards the monster?
You point towards him and he looks up and he sees that and he's like, what is... As you glance back, reaching up to Ingrad, having the family with you,
Yeah.
you watch the one that had stepped forward and thrown the howlers. You watch its knees retract. And all you hear is the loudest boom you've ever heard. As it leaps straight up.
The huge
You
motherfucker.
hear the second hit. Silent. It lands about 30 feet in front on the outside of the subway entrance. It crashes down and breaks through some of the shelter that the subway entrance gave. And it just lands and it shifts up its body and it looks at you and you hear that sound. Just constant. What do you do?
I pass the civilians towards Ingrad already and explain to him.
Yes.
Okay.
He's seen as well as you this creature leap out from the inside of the market, pass through the ground, fly over, and land roughly about 30 to 40 feet in front of you. Back to the two of you. What were your dexterity saving throws?
Wait,
Whoa.
did I use my actions already?
One more. What did you get again, sorry?
16.
16. 12. You both fail.
Wait,
As you reach
is that all my action?
that would be your. You're speaking to Ingrad and telling him what's happening. I would say your bonus action. You would still have an action.
Oh, I mean,
Before you get to your action.
I was gonna use my spiritual weapon,
Okay, go for it.
but spiritual weapon is bonus action.
Okay, if you want to, you can say that you spend your action in describing to him what happened, and then you can use your bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spiritual weapon near them, right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to get a distance. Yeah.
Okay, you cast the spiritual weapon, and the spear just
Spawns here, right in front of the monster.
directly in front, like 5 feet away from him, or like in front of you.
In the middle of me and that thing.
Oh, okay, so roughly about 20 feet in front of you, 20 feet in front of him.
How far in front is the
It's
monster?
about 40 feet.
It's about 40 feet. Then I spawn it, because my spiritual weapon can go up to 60 feet, so I'll spawn it 20 feet in front of me.
Very well.
Yeah.
The both of you fail at saving throws. As you watch Isabella step out of the settlement, you're roughly about 10 feet away. She steps out, and in one hand she's carrying a child, human child, and the other one a woman. You watch as this creature, this shadow, crashes through the settlement to your right. Its form appears right beside you, the two of you. And with two large ape-like a monkey ape, an ape-like hand, reaches out and grabs both Isabella, the child in her arms, and the woman. You watch its fingers squeeze down. They both fail the Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Moment, yeah? You watch the child look towards you as the thumbs squeeze in. Not Isabella, the child that she's carrying. And you watch the life squeezed out of the child as it falls back and dies, just slumps back its head.
Well, what?
The creature lifts up. The woman is still alive, but she looks like she's out of pain.
She's gone.
Oh, it's in left.
Yeah, she's back.
Do you guys say something?
Oh,
You guys say
oh
something?
my god. No. I
Hello?
died. Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
we can hear. We can
What
hear.
did you last hear?
You said the baby was looking at us.
Yes,
And
as the thumbs
it's
press
dying.
in,
It did.
it dies. The human child dies. Falls back. And the woman, you watch blood seeping from her back as the fingers press in. But it is still... The woman is still alive. Isabella is just being squeezed together. You guys each have one action as this creature begins to bolt away. What do you...
What? Bolt away?
Yes.
How,
Is it like
how many feet is it away from me?
10 feet.
10 feet?
Yeah.
I reach out and cast inflict wounds.
Okay. Is that a save that I have to make?
That's attack roll.
Okay, make your attack.
That's a
I'm
17.
gonna
17. Actually, make that with advantage. Creature is not looking.
21.
21 just hits. As you tap
Just
on it, just hits.
Jesus.
Are you
Just
fucking
hit.
kidding me?
Oh,
As you
well,
tap on this
shit.
creature's body, you place your hand on it, and you feel fur. But as you press gently harder, underneath the fur, it's hard, and I mean like metal hard.
Fucking.
But then you press a bit more, and then you feel this metal become liquid and almost grab your hand, almost form around your hand. But you cast your spell. Go ahead and roll damage.
22 points of necrotic damage.
22 points of narcotic damage. Alright. As your spell passes through you, you feel the energy reach out and enter the body. The creature stops. Its head moves up, looks towards you, and for just a brief moment, your eyes meet its eye. And you've never seen eyes that look so dead before. You've never seen eyes that look so tortured before. Just with a second of action, you feel genuinely afraid. Go ahead and roll your wisdom saving throw. DC 19.
Jesus.
Exactly 19.
You got 19?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You just barely fight the urge to be frightened in your spot by looking at it. Telling you have your action, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go to the creature. I'm gonna make 2 attacks.
Okay.
My daggers.
Well, Caius is within 5 feet of it. You can make your sneak attack damage. Also, you can roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage.
Yes.
Okay, first attack. I just wrote the same number twice. 5. 5 miss, right?
Yep.
That
Definitely.
falls.
Yeah. Okay, my bonus. Okay. 20? No, sorry, 21.
21 just hits. Both of you just hit it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Jesus.
But I can't add my
You can.
modifier.
Oh, this is your bonus attack? Okay, guys.
Yeah.
What about sneak attack?
You
So
can
that
add
was the
sneak
bonus.
attack damage.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, 2d6. Wait, is it 2 or 3?
You're level 3, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
2.
yes. As for okay, while you do damage,
13.
13 points of damage. Your what weapon are you using? The dagger, right?
Dagger. Piercing.
Your first one misses. You try and cut it, but the metal almost just parries you. You make your second stab, and it sinks deep into what feels like flesh. The creature, its muscles, you would assume muscles, almost flex for a second. But you pull out your dagger. Creature doesn't respond. No wince, no sound that it makes. That'll be your two action. Both. As for Chungus and Ingrad. Ingrad looks at you and says, whatever that is, we have to go now. We have to leave. We have to run. What do you say?
Okay.
I can't let my sister die.
This is to Chungus, the two of you.
Yeah, I
These two
say
partners are
shit.
noise. Well, what do we do? Do we just go? Do we just go? Are we going? Are we
We
going?
fucking
We're going,
bolt now.
We're going. He picks up one of the dwarves. The other one says, "It's okay. I'll be all right." And the three of you on foot begin bolting. Are you gonna use your action to dash as well, or are you just gonna? Do you have anything else? As you head out into the street.
Where?
What's that?
Automatic bonus action. I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Attack it, I guess.
Okay, make your attack.
God damn, 20. No!
20.
No!
Yes. Your spiritual weapon, right,
Yeah, that's my spiritual weapon.
flies forward towards the creature. And as you enter the streetlight, you finally get to see what it looks like. As a quick glance, you look at it. You see what just briefly looks like probably the most diabolical creature you. What looks like a mixture of an octopus and some sort of bull. You see one arm is a tentacle. You see with the other arm, its legs are made of poo. There's a darker brown-like texture to it. Its head, you see a bull's head with two horns, but the horns are made of metal. Its teeth and snout is made of metal. And you can see sagging like skin, bull-like skin is falling off its snout. As it breathes out, you watch its eyes glow red. But it watches you guys move out. As the spiritual weapon moves towards it, simply just moves away, and the spear just misses and retract. And it watches you guys just continue to run. Do you want to keep going?
Well, you thought it misses. But I'm gonna cast my guided strike.
Oh,
And
there
plus
we
10
go.
to that, so it's 30.
That hits then. Okay. You can roll damage.
Minuscule damage of 4, bro.
4 damage? Okay.
4 damage.
It looks at you. The spear just goes through its nose, snout, you watch. Pulls out of its. It looks towards the spear. And then it looks towards you again. And the eyes grow brighter with red. You watch its legs begin to retract again.
God damn.
Are you gonna continue your turn just running or what? What are you
I
gonna
am
do?
gonna run.
How far can you get total?
If I dash is... Should I sprint again?
Do you?
Sure, I'm gonna dash 120 feet.
120 feet?
Yep.
Okay, so you were stepping out of this already 40 feet away from, so 120 will leave you at 160. However, I believe Ingrad can only move up to 60 to 70 feet. The dwarf can move, the one who's on his feet can move a total of 70 feet. Okay? Correct, 70 feet. As the dwarf is a bit faster, you're faster than that. So you run way past. But as the creature jumps and pushes its down, you just watch from the distance, from where you are running away, it just moves to the sky. For a second, it almost blocks the sun, and it crashes down roughly about 30 feet behind you. In between you and Ingrad, and right beside the dwarven man. As it lands, right next, the guy almost stumbles to the side. You watch, before he lands, the tentacle just reaches out and just surrounds the dwarf. And just rolls him in. The second it does, it turns, makes a fat right turn, and then just bolts straight down. using the rest of its 120 feet of movement. It just charges straight through the fence and then just keeps going.
And it's
Leaving
not
you
outside, is it?
at this point. The two of you, the two of you are still inside the marketplace.
But the
So,
creature is skedaddled.
as you make your two attacks, the creature just shifts up, looks towards the two of you, and looks towards the one dead and then two alive people in his hand. One being Isabella, Kira's youngest sister. It looks at you once more and says, it makes the sound. Immediately, it just balls back. Impossible. You try and keep up with it. The first few seconds, you think you could possibly gain it. As you come back into the clearing again, you watch as through the hole from whatever creature had jumped through the ceiling, that same creature jumps back down to the middle. And all four of them reconvene and leap into the four holes. They stop when they turn. And you see Isabella look at you. Kira, catch eyes with her for just a brief second. You see her breathe in, and her mouth begins to form the word Kira. All you hear is Ki! As the creatures just immediately disappear.
Into the
They
hole.
move so fast that you can't even hear her say the rest of your name.
For all four creatures of the same size?
Not at the same size. Yeah.
So
Oh,
all
okay.
of them were huge, and there was 4 of them.
One of them was, they're all large. There were 4 of them, yes. They disappear into the tunnel. And they move so fast to the point that you can't even hear her say Ra.
So wait, the 3 of them inside, then the one that was chasing me is outside.
It moved back into the field, and you watched it disappear into the hole that it came out. Because the marketplace is underneath the field. So when it jumped out of the place, it went through the field. So it simply just ran back to that hole and went back down.
So they're technically back at the same spot.
Yes. Then they both leap into 4 holes that were in the wall of the place in the ground. A few moments pass before you then hear the echoing Ra of Isabella's cry. From however far deep into the tunnel. The two of you are left there alone.
This is not good.
Yep. I know what to do.
We should tell Danny.
This place is now littered. I mean littered. With that liquid all over.
There's 4 of us. There's 4 of them that we know of. We're not doing this alone.
What do you do?
Am I still bolting outside?
You bolted, and then once you saw it jump down. Are you bolting?
Bolting where?
What's that?
I was just gonna bolt the dwells to a safe place.
At this point, after the creature disappears, you look around. There are no beasts, there are no howlers in your far vision. But it seems relatively safe. But you do notice that you did see the bull grab on to what would have looked like the dwarven father.
Oh, shit. Are the kids on me?
The kids are on you. They didn't see it happen, but the wife did. She begins immediately
I'm just
bawling.
gonna start heading to Danny's place.
Ingrad catches up
I'm
to you
still in
and
shock,
says,
by the way.
Yeah. You have to catch up to me.
A few moments pass as Ingrad catches up to you, and you start running. He puts down the woman, and he just stumbles for a second. He looks at you and says, "What the fuck was that?"
I don't know.
An abomination.
Are we all back?
I assume we are.
After about 10 minutes, you all reconvene.
Yeah, we
Okay.
need to tell Danny that
Yes,
There's 4 of them, there's 4 of us. We're not doing this
we're
alone.
clearly under level for this. Yes.
We're not prepared for this.
You're gonna call
We don't
them.
have enough people for this.
Are you discussing or are you saying this is what you're gonna say to Danny?
No, yeah, I'm discussing.
We're
with
just
them.
relaying to each other first right now.
Sorry.
Can we message Danny? We can message Danny, right?
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna start walking. I'm just gonna start walking.
Well, I
Chungus
think-
doesn't
I
know
think
that. Chungus doesn't know about Kira's sister, so I think you guys have to
I think
comfort
we-
her.
I think we'd better just go to Danny. It's not like it's going anywhere.
Kira has already moved past.
Yeah, I send a text to Danny.
Yeah.
We're coming.
What do you say? What do you say?
We're coming. We need to talk.
You're asking Danny
You
to come
receive-
here, or we coming to Danny?
We're going to Danny.
You receive her very well from there.
Alright,
Before
yeah.
I leave,
Yeah, you have to drop out these civilians anyways. Yeah.
before I leave, I go to Feroz's store.
You head back down?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do.
I just take as many magical items as I can. Put it in my bag.
Grab all the money also, yes.
Yeah. No, and specifically, I want the 2 things that he showed me: the statue with a genie in it, and
Okay.
the amulet that imprisons you, and whatever else I can grab.
Make an investigation check at this point, because you are cycling through what was a settlement that
Yep.
had been covered by another settlement. So really look
Okay, my
around.
first roll is a natural 20.
Okay.
Second roll, as long as it's
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, 18.
9. You spent some time looking through, trying to find. I'm assuming Kira is just continuous.
And the moment I find anything that resembles a ring or amulet, I put it in my bag of holding.
Looking about, you do see a couple of jewelry. And finally, stumble across a small statue. Statue is broken, but it does resemble the statue that he had mentioned to you that might have possibly contained a genie inside.
Bag of holding.
It's smashed, so you only see about a good half of it shards. You can put it inside your bag of holding if you want.
Yep.
Okay, you pick up whatever you can find of it and you put it inside. You do also find the sort of display shelf that had been like fallen over. The glass now smashed, but on the side you do see remnants of different jewelry. You see about 5 or 6 different necklaces, as well as one of them being the necklace that he had talked to you about. Okay, you take these 5. Other than that, with your 18, you do notice there are 2 mega cells from his stash.
Take.
You're uncharged. Thinking about everything is in too much rubble. Be very difficult to find. I think it's all covered with broken wood, straw, rope, metal. You are welcome to continue searching, but it'll take you quite a while. Night's coming.
No, back to Danny.
Okay. Kira, I'm assuming you just went straight?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't stop?
Mm-hmm.
You move your way down. Heading towards Danny. Chungus, have you followed her? Or did you wait for Malkius to continue looting?
I'm following. Yeah, I'm probably following Kira.
Graduated. The 2 of you catch up to her and she had moved on before you guys could finish talking rather than discussing the next. You guys spend a good portion of an hour and a half. She's moving fast, so You're used to moving fast. You still feel the weight of discomfort as you try to keep up with her. In this silent thing you want to say to or he's gonna go in silent.
Me and Chungus, you mean?
Chungus and Kira.
What?
Kira, you've moved on without them. Point. Just heading towards Danny's place. Chungus caught up to you, but Ingrad waited for Malkius to finish looting. Kira is not talking to you at the moment, Chungus, but as you struggle to keep up with her, is there anything you want to say in the next 2 hours of travel?
Oh.
Iqbal there.
Yep.
Did you hear what I said?
What?
Did you hear what I said?
No.
Kill myself.
I'm not gonna say a word until I reach.
He asked if you'd like to say anything to Kira.
This 2 hours of
No one signaled me because I didn't know. I don't know who's Kira's sister, so I wouldn't assume anything.
all you do know is that she looks visibly distraught.
I see.
So,
You right?
No,
What's wrong?
I'll tell you more when we get there.
Alright then.
I'm just kind of like behind with Ingrad.
you are roughly about an hour, about a little bit less than about half an hour behind.
Yeah, they're not in sight, right?
So, what do you mean they're not inside?
In sight.
No, they're not inside.
Yeah, okay.
They're much further away down. The two of you reach Danny's place, Chungus. You head up to his office. Chungus, you were there but 2 nights ago. You see Dennis. God, what did I say, Dennis? You see excuse me. As you enter, you do see sitting quietly. He hears you all walking. Are you alright?
I've been troopers.
Why? What happened? Where are the other two?
They're on their way. Bad news.
I can tell. What happened?
We saw 4 fucking hybrid beasts that are within the walls of the market.
They were huge.
Is Cecilia alright? Is Cecilia alright?
She's alright, but my sister's not.
Wait, is this the same guy that freaking sent the robot after me? Jacob?
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yes,
I'm not gonna be nice to him then. Okay.
He looks at the two of you.
We need to do something now.
Hold on.
Why did you
What?
just send us alone?
Hold on. What happened? What did you see? You said hybrid creatures?
Yes,
Hybrid
a
between
mixture
an
of
octopus and a
bull
bull.
and octopus, yes.
Do they have metal parts on them?
Yes, we saw the silver liquid.
Were they your size or larger?
Very, very large.
Very much larger.
You sound.
I don't make it yet, right?
They're not there yet. At this point, you and Ingrad are like reaching.
On the way back, I kind of try to make sense of what just happened, and my memory kind of harkens back to The time Ramirez was telling us about the demons.
Make an intelligence check for me.
The civils created creatures made of liquid metal, of men, beast, and civil combined, named the demons. Investigation, you said?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. 18.
18. Yeah, you do remember that Ramirez had recalled a very similar like creature, or a group of creatures, well, that were, yes, called the demon. Right now, your best bet, gaining information, may just be from that man. But as you reach Danny's place, you come up, and you step into his office, and you see Chungus and Kira already there. You hear Danny saying, "Well, did they make any sounds?"
Yeah.
I announced my entrance by making the clicking sound.
He looks up and you're like, "Oh, yes, come in. Are you alright?"
Those were the sounds they made.
Fuck.
Were they the demons?
Fuck. He just gets up and starts swearing to himself.
There were 4 of them. One already was not enough for all 4 of us.
Gotta wrap it up.
I don't know. He turns around, he moves towards his office. He sees him writing something down. He... You said your sister was taken.
And some dwarf.
Dwarven man?
Yeah.
How many did they take?
From my perspective, I think they only took the one dwarf.
But you mentioned they took the sister as well. Anybody else?
They took my sister,
And a woman.
a human woman, and her baby.
No, the baby's dead.
Yeah, the baby's dead.
Yeah, you can find his remnants in the market.
Why did they take her? Why did they not just kill her?
And why do you just send our team?
Roll a persuasion check.
Who?
Both of you.
Who's
For
the
a separate
both?
question.
Or me?
You and
yeah.
Chunk.
Okay.
Yeah, for your separate question.
By
Persuasion.
the way, do I know these creatures beforehand?
Say again?
Do I know these creatures beforehand?
You have your theories, but you don't entirely know what they are. You've never seen them before, at all.
At all?
You've never seen them before, yeah. In fact, none of you, all
Not
4 of
even
you.
my parents.
You wouldn't know what your parents have about it, they haven't.
I'd say this like one of the first few kinds, I guess.
21.
21, as for Iqbal,
13.
13. So what were your questions again? Starting with Malkius.
Why did they take them? Why didn't they just kill them?
And Iqbal.
Why do you
Chungus?
only send our group?
He looks at you first, Chungus. He says, "You are the buzzers. You are designed to take care of the good North." And
Yeah.
he
Well, clearly we're not
issues
enough.
of,
We're going
"Well, I
to
did not anticipate that. You can't blame me for this. I didn't know." He looks at you, Malkius. Your question was, why didn't they just kill them, right? Why did they take? He says, head count. You said one of them was alive, yes? The woman, as well as your sister. Sister, all right. Was she taken as well? Alive.
Your sister, yes.
That's 2. How many would you say were taken, Chungus?
I only saw one dwarf man.
That's 3.
That we know of, they must have taken more during the attack.
Yes, you're right. It doesn't add up. Moment. He turns around and he begins calling someone. Wrist. Shortly after, you see a small apparition, a hologram-like face of Sicily. You hear a voice. "Yes, Danny. What is the matter?" Danny says, "They took 3 today. What about yesterday? How many?" He stops for a while. You hear say, then he adds up. Then he sits back, just hangs up for a while. He turns around you, he says, you said how many were there?
4
4.
You've certain there were 4.
that we saw.
That was more than the last time.
The howlers were bowing to them.
The howlers, nothing to. Fuck.
Fuck indeed.
There was more than the last time. He stops for a while. And he moves towards his table, he starts calculating. Even if it's 4 of you, just in silence, you just look at each other, just not knowing what to do. For about 10 minutes, you're left in the silence. Are you gonna just stand in silence, or?
We're going to wait for him. I'm going to wait for him.
Okay,
I'm gonna go sit down.
you sit down. Chungus? Ingrad looks at you, he says, do you think he knows about what the toll is?
Can you say that again? Do you think he knows about what?
Do you think he knows what all this is about?
Very much.
Seems to have mentioned the previous time.
I've got time, Danny. Whenever you feel like it, would you please educate us?
In the meanwhile, I'm just gonna go around asking for people who are injured. I'm gonna heal them.
Out of the 3 of you, Ingrad is alright. As for the 2 of you,
I'm
you're
fine.
damage.
I'm at full health.
Go back and you still just ensure that you just check on them to ensure that they're alright.
Yeah, the civilians also.
The civilians, with you is the mother and the 2 children. You also notice Malkius. There was another human male that was roughly in his teenage age underneath the cloth when Isabella. And as you guys are doing the head count, you realize that he's not there as well. As you guys,
What happened to him? I asked them.
they don't know, they didn't see. The dwarven woman says, do you think they took him too? Like my darling?
Possible.
Thank you for saving my children. All of you. She just
You're welcome.
slumps back into her children, hugs them, and sings them a soft song quietly in the corner. Chungus, you come to Kira to check if she's alright. But she's looking down at her lap, not saying anything. Now learning that one of the people that were taken was her younger sister. It's a bit more of like a realization to sadness she feels. A few moments go by, and this whole moment of peace and quiet of people calming down and trying to console each other is entirely interrupted by Danny grabbing his table, just flipping it over. See him curse, and he takes something and he throws it out the window. A few moments silent. He goes towards Malkius. He walks up, he says, Go to Mr. Ramirez. Tell him the fourth wave is hit.
Very well.
Tell him exactly what you've seen.
I will.
As for what happened, every decade or so, these creatures will come back. Demons, as they were called.
Yep.
Assuming you know about them.
I heard.
Well, let's just say that the reason why your team was created and the reason why my team was put to end was exactly because of what you had seen today. Proceed with caution. I'll be in touch.
Good night.
You guys step out. And he just slams the door. For a brief moment of silence as you guys are outside. Then on the inside you can hear him shouting.
I don't think it's wise to visit Ramirez at this time of night.
The son of Denny comes up and he says, "Well, you're welcome to stay here if you like."
No, I mean I said to them.
To them, yeah. He usually is outside the office doing his own thing.
Right.
So as you say that, he does here. He also brings
What time is it?
roughly about 6 o'clock. It's about an hour before your alarm blare.
I don't trust being away from home.
What are we waiting? Are we waiting for information or is it?
Yeah. After like the attack on me, I don't want to leave my place like empty for longer than I need to.
Your home?
Your house? Why do you have to be there?
No, because like after the water tribe like came at me, I don't.
Maybe it's
I don't. Ah, fuck it. We'll stay the night here.
for me it's better to just stay together. It's easier that way. Keep track of everything. Well then, I got nothing else to do. I'm just gonna keep writing the word
Cecily's still there,
Aries
though.
on some parchment, tear them, lick it, slap them on my warhammer.
Damn, alright.
Yeah.
Sure, Cicely can handle herself.
You would imagine she could. To a degree.
Isn't Cecily away?
She took shelter in Malkius' place.
Oh, she's alone, okay.
As you guys,
I stay the night.
Danny brings you, Danny's child, guys, to a separate room. Sets up a couple of blankets and pillows for you, and then takes the remaining people, the survivors, to a different. She lets you know that there's a section in the room that has food, and as well as you guys have your last meal. You guys are left in silence, the four of you. Ingrad looks quite shaken, but he's not really saying much. Three of you, the four of you, sit in this circle quietly to your bedroom. Kira has not made much of a noise as well. Silence has filled the room for about a good half an hour of just contemplation. So anything you want to decide upon before you end the night?
I look through what I got.
I take out the 2 other padded leather from my bag of holding. And I just put it on the floor. I say whoever wants it can just take it.
I don't need armor.
It's a what studded land? Let's
Padded leather.
let's see
I
if
think
it's
you should wear it.
better.
See if Ingrad wants one. As for what you receive, Malkius, I'll let you.
What?
As for what you receive, I'll let you know.
Okay.
The
How many was it? It was 5 magical items, including plus the statue.
the statue, which is a bunch of broken shards of
Yeah.
statue, and then aside from that, you get 5 pieces of jewelry that seem to be magical items.
Right.
So, out of the 5 of them, 3 of them require attunement.
Oh,
One
Yeah.
being the chain that you were looking for, the necklace you were looking for.
Jenny, are you gonna pass me that padded leather?
She put it on the floor and said, "Whoever wants to take it, take it."
Oh, I'm gonna take it, bro. It's better by 1 AC.
All right. There's a few moments of silence. You watch Ingrad sit down after a while and just begins to meditate. Close his eyes. Begins to make some prayers before the night's end.
I read my Book of Shadows.
Well, for Kira,
Lay down.
no word. Lays down, facing away from you all. Falls asleep. I leave Chungus. Chungus, anything?
I mean, since we are doing a long rest, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna continue slapping parchment onto my warhammer then.
You all close your eyes sometime. How long do you want to spend doing that, Chungus?
I'll probably rest along the way.
Okay. About an hour passes, you close in for the night. That sort of adrenaline just slowly just wears away until you feel normal again. Close your eyes, fall asleep. Malkius, you're left alone awake. As you're reading the shadows, the Book of Shadows. About another hour passes.
Alright,
Continue.
could I,
Yeah.
halfway my long rest, could I go visit Danny?
Okay.
I'm assuming
You-
he's still awake as well, just tearing his hair out.
That's true. You quietly get up and you head
Knock.
towards Danny's office. You can actually knock sounds you. Door opens up. And you see Danny.
Good evening.
Yeah, come in. Closes his chair, sits down.
Does this mean anything to you?
He looks at it. Doesn't look complete, but maybe.
Does it resemble any insignia, complete or otherwise? Probably incomplete.
On its own, no, but could be like a childlike drawing or way to draw of symbols. I'm not entirely sure.
No, I'm asking Danny.
I know, that's my reply.
Oh, okay.
I'm not entirely sure about. It does look somewhat familiar, but
We met a girl in red in the street tonight there was a similar looking hole in her hand, in her left hand. And upon meeting her, she teleported us somewhere. And then we woke up back at my place. And then after that night, we continued with our day. And then that night, Ratrod died. And that night, I had a dream where there was... By the way, in my dream, the girl that sat beside me, is it the same girl that we saw previously?
Beside you was Redrod.
No, but before it was Ratrod, it was like a girl, right?
Yeah, same girl.
Same girl. And then that night, I dreamt beside me was the same girl before she transformed into Ratrod. And then when I woke up, this mark was on my hand, just a black ring. Earlier today, when I woke up, there's now a triangle in it. It's some sort of curse. And
May I see your hand?
sure.
Takes your palm and it for a while. Runs his fingers along the edges of the ring. Lets go of your hand. Stands up and he walks around you, behind you. Walks towards his window. He looks past, he says, "What are you exactly, Malkius? What do you specialize in?"
Aside from, I point at my leather straps.
Jeez. Yeah?
I, a while back, made a deal with, well, for lack of a better word, Satan.
He turns around you and
He is known to me as the adversary, but as far as I know and as far as he described, he is a fiend. A great, powerful fiend. And it would seem that I am now in service to him, though I have not received any instructions. I mainly received powers. And I just kind of demonstrate my Eldritch Blast outside his window.
you stand
And the
beside
sun-
him and you reach your hand out and you just cast the spell and he watches as there's like a shift. Spell just travels out to the side. He says, "I thought such magic was forbidden."
Probably is.
See,
What do you make of this?
when you invoked this creature, fiend, you say, did you gain any knowledge of it?
Only
Anything?
its name, its history,
See,
what it is.
did you know that you were summoning that specific creature at the time, or did it just come to you?
In a way, I was looking for something that will grant me power of any sort, and that's what I got.
And at what cost?
I know not yet. Ever since that first meeting, I have received no contact whatsoever. Not directly, anyway. Perhaps this is it. I don't know.
He nods his head. Says, "There might be a cost."
But I take it you don't know anything.
Not entirely. Like I said, the magic of the Warlock has been forbidden for many years. Finding people who still make pacts is quite rare.
And it's dangerously easy.
It is.
At least from my research. Very well, I shan't bother you anymore. I'm sure there's still plenty on your mind. Good night.
I will, before you go, I will say, I don't entirely know what symbol that is, but I imagine it's not complete.
Indeed.
Be careful. Sometimes these pacts are made with creatures that are benevolent, kind and caring, wish good for the world.
Fret not, I know my patron most definitely is not.
Precise.
And one day I shall have to do its bidding. And not for good.
Well, I hope in that time you make the right choices.
We'll
Protect
see.
yourself and your loved ones.
We'll find out, won't we?
I'm sure you
Good
will.
night. Try to get some sleep. And I go back and I take a long rest.
I can close the light. All four of you will gain a long rest. You wake up in the morning. Not a very peaceful wake up, as you've noticed some of these nights tend to hold, from beginning with Radrod's death to this night.
It is now the 16th of December.
It's not a... As you guys wake up, you're awoken to two messages. One is from Mr. oh my god, I can never say his name. Ramirez. And the other one is from Sicily. Sicily's message goes out to Kira. Sicily says, I hope you're alright. I'm sorry for what happened. If I had known, just trails off with an ellipses. As for Mr. Ramirez, Chungus, you receive a message. If Chungus is still there.
Just came back in the nick of time here.
Jesus, scare me. You receive a message from Mr. Ramirez, who you also know. Not as well as the group at this point, but you've heard of this name before. This man gets around. He says, hope you found well in the buzzer group. I'm sending this to you to make sure that I have your contact. I've heard from Danny as to the ramifications of what happened last night. Get here as soon as possible. I mean that. As soon as possible. Relay this to your team. That's all you get.
I relate.
I wake up, I check my hand. Has it changed?
Before you wake up.
Right.
In your sleep. For the most part, you all have trouble sleep, not because of dreams and nightmares, but because of the sort of
Our
fear
lives.
that you faced throughout the night before, and just in general being who you are and what you deal with on the daily. But Malkius, in your night, in your dream, all you feel is just this. All you feel around you is just wet. You don't see anything, it's just black. Cold. But throughout your dream, no matter where you move to, where you crawl to, you can't see anything. And all you can hear is the sound, the sickening sound of that creature. Same with you. Just constant. Don't know where it's coming from. You reach out and try to touch it here and there, but you can't. And you come to the day. You wake up. As the Daylight gaze into the window. You guys wipe your eyes, stretch, have your breakfast. What would you like to do?
My hand?
Your hand is fine. No change.
The same.
Yep.
Does Iqbal need to go now?
I'm about to end, don't worry.
Okay. To Mr. Ramirez then.
Very well. You pick up your things, you're waking right up. Collecting yourself, you give Danny one last nod as he attends to the survivors. As you guys leave the building, looking past you see the empty roads. Behind you, the building. Whatever it is that had attacked last night, and it attacked the night before, it's just been etched in your minds. The size, the ferocity. You don't know what you're gonna do. You don't know what it could mean, or what would happen if you were taken. You don't know what would happen to those people who were taken. And if creatures with such ease could just crush a person, what would that mean for those that it took, however many? You know from your encounter that creatures took 3 people. But according to Sicily, more were taken. You don't know how many. And as you guys step into the light, the 4 of you find the reunited buzzer group. You begin to sense the feeling of dread as you remember and put together the fact that whatever job that Danny has given you as buzzers, whatever title it means to you, means to the citizens of Good North, of Good South, of the tribes. You guys are the buzzers, and you guys are the one that stand in the front rows, taking the brunt of this situation. And you feel like very soon that call is going to come in. You're going to have to be sent to go find these creatures. Find what they've taken. As you guys step into the street, we'll end there.
Nice. Other buzzer groups spread thin, that's why.
Say again?
Other buzzer groups spread thin, that's why.
I think we're the only one in the north.
We're the only ones? So,
You were the only buzzer group that was put together. The previous buzzer group was Danny's buzzer group, and as you've learned from last night, whatever these creatures were the ones that either killed or captured the remaining missing members of the buzzer group before you all. I hope in turn will watch this. Because if not, I'm not gonna spend the next session
Pretty
just
big
explaining.
plot.
should I stop filming now?
Yeah, you may. We'll continue next week.
Alright.